Okay, I guess you can hear me as well. See, we are working on Visualforce page. Okay, there is no point in learning all the completely Visualforce page because nowadays all projects are migrated to the Lightning stuff. Okay, so people are not using the Visualforce pages. Then why we go for a Visualforce page? Means still some projects, if might be chances they're using Visualforce page, means we should understand the coding, right? So in that case only we are going for a Visualforce page. Until and unless like I just want to go for an Lightning pattern. But anyway, okay. So actually tomorrow, like Saturday, right? So Monday, okay, 31st. Okay, from the first onwards, we'll start Lightning. Okay, take a gap like this 2 days gap and go for revision, revise 30 and 31st. Tomorrow, I'll take a backup for you on asynchronous process. Okay, take a gap for 31 and we'll start Lightning at from the first onwards. Okay. So Lightning is very important, and I don't want let you go out because every project, 100% projects are in a Lightning. So you should understand. Lightning is a small concept actually. You know, with the help of Lightning, we built good UI screens. Okay, because if you develop the application, if you develop your component in Lightning, it can be flexible in both classic. It can be flexible in both mobile perspective point and browser perspective point. So that's the reason these are very important. So coming back. So still we are working on Visualforce pages, and we came to know that two things are there in the Visualforce pages, majorly standard controller and custom controller. By using of standard controller, I bring the Salesforce look and feel and some sort of behaviors onto my Visualforce page with the help of standard controller. Okay. Now, if you consider about custom controllers is a part of execution. You know, actually in standard controller, you relied on the standard objects or custom objects, right? But in the part of custom controller, you are going to be depends upon your own objective structure. Your own objective structure means what? Apex class only. Okay. So let us say, for example, I'll go here. Close this stuff. I will write it from here. So Apex class. Okay. So this is understanding VF page because I want to understand some certain things. See, let us see. I don't want to show all this stuff here. I don't want to show these tabs. I don't want to show this sidebar or anything else. So how you can do it means there is an option called sidebar false. Save it. See, it will hide the sidebar. And there is another option called show header. If you make show header as a false, then it won't show you the header part also. Okay. Now it's a complete plain Visualforce page what you are having in your hand. Save it. This is a complete Visualforce page. What is there in your hand? Okay. So generally people will use this show headers to hide everything. Okay, they will do it as a plain kind of a Salesforce stuff. Now, as we know that there is a standard controller, and if I give as an account, save it. Now this one will deals with account stuff. Okay, this one is going to deal with account stuff. Let's see how it's going to deal. Apex colon form tag, Apex colon page block apex colon page block section, and we write apex colon input field, and you have a value. And you will have a value like let's say, for example, value like account dot name. Save this one. Make it as an alignment. Alignment is very important. Save it. It's saved and it shows the account information. The same block, I want to show, this, you can put a title here. So this is account block. Similarly, I want to create another block. Okay, I want to provide a contact here. See, this is account block, this is a contact block. Okay, here I want to show the account related information. Here I want to show the contact related information, right? Can I put contact here? Will it work? Will your standard controller work for the both objects? See, I cannot, right? I cannot. Then what to do? Right? So then what to do? I want to show the account details. I want to show the contact details. Then what to do?
Custom standard.
Exactly. Right? Custom controller. Okay. We will be depends upon the custom controller. So far, let me hide this one. These are the comments. We can put like this as a comments. Save it. That's a normal Visualforce page. Now let's go with the controller. So this class is not available. So when you save it, it will show an error message and you can try to create that Apex class. So your Apex class will be created here. Okay. Now, how many objects you want to be work here? 2 objects, public, account, ACC, get or set. Similarly, you want to work with another object. Where is it? I can copy this one. So contact object. So let us come. See, remove this one and remove this one. Instead of ACC here, instead of account, put ACC. That means your own objective structure which comes from this Apex class. The contact. Contact will have a last name. Save it. See, here I can deal with account. Here I can deal with the contact. You got it? So if you want to go for beyond of anything else, we can depends upon the customized controllers. That is one of the understandability where you have to be dealing. So what my straight answer is, standard controllers deals with a single object, not with a multiple objects. That's one thing. Okay, that's one thing you can do. Okay, is other than andarki? See, forget about how the code I am writing, because it will always took time to write to settle down some, some certain things. First, at least you should get into your brain, right? What exactly those are. Okay. మీరు రాత్రులే అంత టైం పడుతుంది మీరు రాయటానికి, కాకపోతే తెలియాలి కదా ఈ ఆప్షన్ ఎందుకు ఉంది, ఈ ఆప్షన్ ఎందుకు ఉంది, ఇది ఎందుకు ఉంది, అసలు ఇక్కడ ఎందుకు కస్టమ్ కంట్రోలర్ రాశాడు, అసలు ఇక్కడ ఎందుకు ఏసీసీ పెట్టాడు, ఎందుకు కాంటాక్ట్ పెట్టాడు, అది తెలుసుకోండి చాలు. కోడ్ తర్వాత రాదు, రికగ్నైజ్ చేయగలిగితే చాలు, అండర్స్టాండ్ అయితే చాలు. Okay, so we are 50% success. Okay, so writing a code will take later. It always took time. Now, I have another option. Now, I want to give this one, I want to put, understand? Understand here. I want to use this one as a Visualforce based tab. Can I use it? Come here, click on tabs. After we created some sample. Can I see that page here? Yes. So I can able to create it, right? I can able to create it. I can able to below access that one. So I got it. Okay. Similarly, the same UI, I want to, okay, I'll go for a contact. So the same Visualforce page, I want to see it here as a inline. Are you getting the point? I want to see it here as a inline. Can I make it? Let us see. Let's go to this edit layout. Here you have a Visualforce page. Click on that. What is your Visualforce page name? Understanding VF page. Can I see that one? Why it is not visible for us? Okay. Let us see now. This is a custom controller that is not showing up. Let us put again comments here. Save it. So no more UI. Okay. Remove this custom controller again. Remove that custom controller. Okay. This commented code and the commented code and it won't consider. But Apex class lo comment ala pedtaru, HTML tag lo ela pedtaru annamata. Okay. It's a normal Visualforce page now. What it's saying? Sorry. Okay. This is a normal thing. It won't consider the code, whatever you hear in this block, it won't consider. So I removed that I removed that custom control. So let me see whether I can view it here or not. Refresh the screen. Still, that page is not visible for. Okay. Now any changes? Let's go and give a standard control. I'm giving standard controller as a contact. Save this one. So it saved successfully. Now come here and refresh. Array, why it's showing now? That is the beauty of your standard control. Okay. So that is the beauty of your standard controller. Got it? Now, but I want to expose this design. I want to deal with account and contact at a time. But I want to, use my Visualforce page here. I want to use my Visualforce page here. Okay. Okay. In this case, okay, you can use like this. Is it possible to go with the controller? That means if you observe this, at a time I'm using both standard controller and custom controller. Let me save. I did not, I hided this code saying that you cannot use standard controller and custom controller at a time. But I want this one. How can you use? Because I want to place this component here. Okay. The class is not saved. So the BFS is not saved, but I want to use it. So in that case, you're extending this property. Okay, you're extending this property. So instead of controller, you have to use another option, extensions. What is that? Extensions. You have to use what? Extensions. If you want to use Apex class and the standard object at a time on the screen, means you have to extend the standard controller. So instead of controller, you have to put a extensions. Now let me try to save. See, it's saying that, okay, I'm ready to accept it, but there is no constructor in this Apex class. Will you able to be created or not? It is asking. So when you click on this, it will create constructor. See, if you see, I'm using both standard controller and controller, but with as a part of extensions, there is a workaround. I just gone with the extensions part. See, this is Apex class, and this is a constructor what we got as a part of standard controller. Here you will have the contact references. So this is the beauty of your extensions. So now let me refresh this screen. See, still I can see that page. Still I see that page. So now I can drag and drop it. Now you understand both standard controller and custom controller, you cannot put it onto the same page, but you can do it one option, that is either you use a standard controller or controller. If you want to go for a both, means you have to use a standard controller and extensions. In the extensions, so in this example, what you are trying to saying is you are extending the standard controller functionality. See now, let's check the output. See, I got the account block and contact block, even though I use the standard controller. Okay. See, I got another contact also. But this contact is different. This contact is different. This is my own contact. This is a standard contact which is given by Salesforce. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So these are the observations are very, very important. What we can do. Okay. Now going forward, save it. Now everything is gone. Okay, we are having only standard controller. Now this standard controller only deals with single record. Either you do insert or update. It deals with a single record. Okay, or retrieving wise also it deals with a single record, because you have to supply the ID and it gives a single record. Okay. But if you want to deal with the multiple records, means again you will go for a controlling part. So which is not achieved with a standard controller, you can simply achieve with a custom controller. That is what I would like to tell you. Now coming to the business perspective of point, what I'm trying to say is, this is an account. In our project, this is our an account. Remove this button first. So for sample part, I have been put this button, but I don't want this button in a real time. So for my project, I'm removing that button. How you remove that button? Come here, drag and drop it like this, and save it. Now button has been removed. Okay. Now button has been removed. Now I want a button here. This button will create a contact. When you click on that button will create a contact data and associate that contact data to this account. Button. When you click on that button, create the contact data and associate the contact to this account. So I want a button. So to generate that one, okay, we need an Apex class. We need a Visualforce page. So I just given like a contact page. Now it's a new page, nothing is there. I just been created. Remove this stuff. Remove this stuff. Okay. So if you are going to put this Visualforce page on the account button, means definitely you need a standard controller of account. Okay. So that I can add a button and I can add a button and I can add this Visualforce page to it. Okay. So let me remove everything. So now it's a blank screen. Okay. So I will give something name. You can use HTML related stuff. Okay. Save it. So this is the a Visualforce page, a sample Visualforce page, and I created a standard controller. Now coming back. Okay, I want to create a button here. So what is that? That is an account, right? Click on customize. Go for an account. There is an option called buttons and links. Click on the new buttons and links. Display new window, display an existing window, whatever the option you want, you can choose it. Visualforce page, and you want to choose as a contact page. Okay. So here I am creating a create contact. Okay. And I'm choosing as like a display button. Display button means you can see like this. We already discussed about display buttons already. Detail buttons. Save it. Now the button is created. Now you want to associate that button to the layouts. Then only it will be exposed. Now going back to an account, either you can directly go to the page layouts or from here also you can drag and drop it. So it's a buttons concept. Scroll down. So what is the button I created? Create contacts. So this is a custom button which I created and save it. Now if you see, there is a button called create contact. So when you click on this create contact button, a pop-up will be opened and here you can see it is under construction. Okay, right? This is what we learned from the first day of your class. Okay, and yesterday how to create a button and association. This is what we learned. Now here I want to provide a contact information here, but I have an account object. I cannot provide a contact, right? So in this case, if you are using a controller and you create your own object to structure, it will show a problem because it won't accept both. So in this case, we will create an extensions. That means you are extending the account property to show the contacts information. So I'm creating the extensions, save it. The class is not available. It is asking me to create it, and it is asking me to create a constructor, and I created the constructor. Okay. Now here you are having the account data. Okay, here you are having the account data. Now let me save this one. Sorry, it's already saved. Let me refresh this one. Are you getting any issue or not? Nothing. It's showing the page. Okay, everything is looks fine. Now close this option. Now come here. So create something public contact con, use getter and setter. Okay, save it. Now use this con here to display the data. Page block, apex colon is a page block section. Okay, this is a page block and this is a page block section. Previous code only, but understanding is different. Input value, and I'm just giving. So I'm right now I'm an account, but I have a visibility to see the contact. That means you are extending the standard behavior. Contact dot last name. Save it. See, I can see the contact reference. That means now you come here and refresh it. So you're on the account. When you're launching account details, when you're on the account record detail page, when you're clicking on this contact, see, it's showing the contacts information from the account page. That is a beauty. That is a beauty. Similarly, you can create the rest of the things. Phone, like this. Right? I got something information here. So now it looked like contacts. Okay, the tab style and the block style, everything. Okay, it looked like a contact. So now when you hit this, when you, I need an button right here. I need a button. to create the data. So you can also create buttons like this. Inside a page block, you can create page apex colon page block buttons. Inside a page block button, you can create apex colon command button. Command button will have a value, will have an action. So value is nothing but a save. The action, you can define any method here. I just put it as a save contact. But this method is not available in this page. When you click on this one, okay, it's saying that this method is not available. Do you want me to create? Come here. Create it. See, it's saved. So command button means it shows in the center kind of stuff. Okay. Now if you observe this, we are having a page block, and in this page block we are having these fields, and we are having this button. So when you click on this button, it will come here. Okay, and this is object, right? You need to do instantiation of this object. So instantiation can be happen directly from the constructor. New contact, and you can try to insert contact, but an orphan contact will be created. Okay, I want to supply the account ID to this one. See, these are very important because these will be helpful. These will be helpful in the part of Lightning, passing the IDs, displaying the data, from where end user is accessing, and all these things will be helpful in the Lightning part. Now, a contact will be happily inserted with the data what is available here, but orphan contact will be created. So I don't want to go with orphan contact. I want to go with the account ID because I want account. So this controller is nothing but an account. Okay. So you can go like this. Public string ACC record ID. This one will be provided by this one. So controller dot, I believe it's get record ID. If it is not saved, we'll work with some other. It is not saving. Okay, what I will do, I'll copy this standard controller, come here and post it. It is a get record, not get record ID. It is a get record. So when you see this class, when you go to that method, it is saying so this is the way how you used. Okay, this is the way. So you will get a complete account record. From that, you will get a record ID. So that means when you come here, so instead of string or no worries, you can directly convert this to an account. But here it is a get record. So you will get ACC record. And this record ID equal to acc.id. That means it will have the account record ID whenever you got an account data. Okay. Now coming here, before inserting a contact, you should add something information to the contact. That means if this con not equal to null. If it is not equal to null, then what you have to do, you have to supply the account ID. So if con account not equal to null and ACC REC ID not equal to null. If these two are not equal to null, then you perform DML. But before doing DML, here, before doing DML, I want to supply this account ID to this contact. So you can supply con dot account ID equal to this record ID, and you will be inserted. Once you insert it, if you want to do some navigations part, means you can do it navigation part. Okay, let's see later we'll do. See, this is the way how we create it. Now let's come in here and refresh the screen. Click on create contact. Earlier, how many contacts are there here? Okay, so many contacts are there. Let's go with another account. So only one contact is a button is there. Let me create it. Second contact will be created. Okay, let's click on save. See, the contact is saved. Okay, the contact has been saved successfully, but this window is not closed and this data is not refreshed. But when you reload this one, see, you can see a second contact has been created and it is associated. Okay, so these are the smallest ways where you can do. Okay, this is the best example for standard controller and extensions. If people ask you, okay, so have you worked on standard controller and extensions? Means they say that yes. Okay, can you tell me any business situation where did you use this option? Means, okay, you can say these options. Okay, that is what. That is what of extensions and standard controller and custom controller. See, in real time, if there are some Visualforce pages are there, so they will be navigate to each other. So they will do navigations part. Navigations means the voice chala slow వస్తుంది. Anyone having question? Okay. See, this is a page, this is a page, and this is a page. Here I have a button, button. Okay. Now what you want to do? This is a page 1, page 2, page 3. You want to navigate from page 1 to page 2 when clicking this button. You want to navigate from page 2 to page 3 when you're clicking on this button. So it should be navigate back to page 1 when you're clicking this button. So that means till now we have been created in developing this only page. Now we want to communicate. Okay. Now we want to communicate these three Visualforce pages. So how we can do, let's see. Okay. Close all this stuff. First, let me create page 1. Save it. This page 1 is not available. Now I just created it. Okay, to do some navigation from this page to that page, your standard controller do not work. So we have to use a custom controller. So page is not available. I mean, Visualforce, Apex class is not available. I just created it. Just give me a second. Fine. Where we are? Yeah. See, this is a page and this is a controller and navigation Apex class I have been written. So the page one is ready. Okay. I need a button here, right? When you click on that, it has to go to the second page. So let's go and create a second page. As page to enter. So this page is not available, just create the second page. So here I will put something information. And page 2. Save it. So when you click button here, it should be navigate from this page to this page. So you're clicking on a button means it should be in the Apex form. So this is a command button. This is a value and this is an action what you need to be created. The value is navigate to page 2. Navigate to page 2. Save it. So here you have to declare an action. So action is navigate to page 2. So this function is not available. Definitely it will show an error message. So try to create that method here. So now we are having this method. And in the return type, you have to write like this, page dot, and you have to define your page name, where you have to be navigate. So it is a page 2. Right? Save this one. Similarly, going to the page 2, here I need a button, it should navigate to the page 3. So let me create the page 3. This is a page 3. Okay, this is a page 3. Let's save this one. Page 1, page 2, page 3. Okay, 3 pages are there. Okay, 3 pages. You navigate from here to here, here to here. This is what my primary motor. Okay, page 1 already created, right? And when you click on this, it will navigate to the page 2. When you click here, I need a button. When you click on it, it should be navigate. So that's the reason. Okay, we need this controller again. I'll copy this controller and I'll place it here. Save it. Reload this one. See, that Apex class has been associated here. Now, the same code I will apply. But here, it should be navigate to the page 3. But you are in a page 2. Now, when you save this one, it will show an error message to create this method. That method is not available. So you come here. So now the method is there. Now the method is there. It is asking for a page reference. So instead of page 2, we have to give it as a page 3. So it will navigate. Now you will be navigated to the page 3. Similarly, for page 3, it should come to the page 1 again. So we'll copy this controller and put it here. Save it. Save it, and now you got this page. Now copy the same code, same button. Okay, this is the command button, and now you will navigate to the page one. Save it. So this method is not available, you have to create it. So it is trying to create it. So you will be navigate to the page one. Let us see the output of this one. See, if you have considered this, these three VF pages are using the same Apex class. These three are using the same Apex class. So now let me do the unit test. Close these three. Refresh it. So I'm showing how the navigation works in the Visualforce page. Now you just click on the 2. See, it navigates to 3. Click on 3. It navigates to 1. So whenever it is switching here and there, it will have this stuff. So I will give you one situation for you. Please try to cover this one and let me know. See, you create a page like this and put a block like this, 2 blocks. Create a button after this two. After this two, create a button like navigate to orders. This is related to your project. Navigate to orders. So this section is account section. You have to create the account details. This section is a contact section. For our better understanding, I'll remove this one. Next. Next means you will navigate to the another object. You should not create this data until and unless review it. Just navigate to another object, another screen. So in another opportunity, you have to show the opportunities related section. Okay. And again, here you need a next option. When you fill up this opportunity details, when you click on next, I want to display as a summary page. So this is summary page. Summary page means it required 3 tables, 3 sections. Okay, here I need accounts data. Whatever you enter here, that accounts data has to be carried forward to the summary page. Here, whatever the inputs you given, that should become here as the part of read and report. And similarly, what are the opportunities you are given here? It should be present here. And this is a save button. So it's a combination of classes what we have been learned. Okay, try to achieve this scenario. Okay. So in the first page, what are the details you entered here on the screen? It should be carried forward to the next screens, and it should be displayed in the summary page. Then if you accept it, it has to save the data. So this is what the requirement I would like to give you today. So please try to complete this. This one will be flexible with the rest of the classes as well. So ఏదైతే మన ఉన్నాయో, okay, so we can also do it. And next time మీరు ట్రై చేయండి. ట్రై చేయకపోతే నేను చెప్తాను, రాకపోతే నేను చెప్తాను. తర్వాత ఏం కవర్ చేస్తానంటే దీనిలో cascading style sheets. You can apply the style sheets for the Visualforce page. So once I explain the style sheets for the Visualforce page, then I can be migrate to the lightning part. So wait for one more session on the Visualforce page. Okay, so then we can go with the lightning part. Okay, so but at any cost, the first we are going to start a lightning sessions. Okay, so this is one of the example. Take a screenshot of this example and try to make it. Okay, so you know how to navigate from the different here, and you have to store the data in the getter and setters. I'll give a hint. Getter and setters will you get a clarity today. Okay, when you work on this object. So concentrate on the UI part, whatever you develop. Okay, till now we have completed what exactly the Visualforce page is, how to create a Visualforce pages, how we can see the results of Visualforce pages, how the end user is going to use the Visualforce pages, what is standard controller, what is custom controller, what is extensions. We have seen in the different flavors, and how do you navigate from one object, one screen to another screen, and how do you carry forward your screen data from one component to another component with the help of some certain things. So these are the areas where we got a clean picture. Okay, and the next session we will be covered about how to design the screens. You know, how to apply screen solutions and everything will be taken care. Okay, so learning of, so instead of learning Visualforce, put more concentration on the lightning. So as you know, like why this is why we have a drawback in the lightning is this is only flexible for desktop, not for the mobile perspective point. If you want to go for a mobile perspective point, we have to embed the third-party services like Bootstrap or some other we have to be included. So we have a problem with that Bootstraps and AngularJS, some certain stuff. So that's the reason Salesforce has introduced one more framework called as Aura Component Framework. So they are going to use that one. Okay. So consider the options what I have been given today and watch this video one more time and get some knowledge. Okay, if you have any questions or any concerns, please post me in the WhatsApp group so that I can be reply on top of it. Okay, so you have any questions now in this class, you can ask me. Okay, some people asked about the Lightning web components here. Let me finish this Lightning stuff. Okay, if time permits, definitely I can be tell you about web components. But before going to the web components, you should know about handy of Aura components. You must get handy of Aura components. Okay, that is more advanced. Lightning web components are more advanced. Okay, but this is very important for you. Okay, yeah. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me, or else we can wind up the session. So we will be carry forward to the next. Any questions, guys? Okay, all right. See you tomorrow. We will take care of backup session. Okay, we'll take care of backup session tomorrow on asynchronous. I will update the time here. Okay, because this tomorrow is Sunday, I want to take rest. But anyway, I'll take time like maxly at 11 a.m. It will be. So please come and join for the backup session. Thank you, guys.